always dropping great nuggets, so much so we have given him the title of the owner of the Nugget Bucket, and we call him the Soul Motivator. So without further ado, we want to introduce to some and present to others Mr. Executive Director Erik Robinson.
Thank you, Mr. Keisha Carr, for that wonderful introduction. Thank you for that wonderful introduction. I got a question for y'all. I need to feel the energy. Team, how y'all feel?
Fired up.
Happy.
I am fired up this morning. I had a chance to.
Yeah, we're happy too.
Oh, who's that so happy? Who got the happy baby?
Your grandbaby.
Okay, all right, grandbaby, happy baby. All right, I had the awesome pleasure too this morning getting a chance to vacuum out my lovely wife's car. So I'm fired up. I'm pumped up. I'm wired up. I'm like ready to go. Oh man, I'm just so on level 10. But I did come with some information. Couple quick announcements because I don't want to forget it. Frank DeLeo's training at 10 o'clock. That's a great one. We have the office hours today at 12. I may or may not be in the office. I'm gonna let y'all know right away. I might have to attend an event. So I'll let y'all know. So Uncle Jock, I don't know if you can hold it. You did a great job yesterday too, but I might have to attend an event. I'm at 11. I'll let y'all know right after. And then tonight, the BTO, 7 p.m. Oh, that's going to be without a doubt, 7 p.m. the BTO. And I'm telling y'all, 2025, do y'all feel like you got a plan going in 2025? How many of y'all feel like you got a plan? Like, I know I got a plan for 2025.
Yes, sir.
All right. Like,
Yes.
I know I only got a plan, a blueprint. You know, we've been working on our blueprint. So this is the one I think we do it every year, but I think this year we finally got this thing so dialed in that 2025 is going to be amazing. It's just going to be flat out amazing. We got the blueprint dialed in. So a couple of things I want to share with y'all. I want to talk about just some strategies, some tips, some things about taking your business to the next level, right? And couple of key things, you know, and I was looking at, okay, if there's a lot of different thoughts in schools, right? You got like people like Napoleon Hill, you know, he got his school of thoughts on business and training, right? Think and Grow Rich. You know, Dale Carnegie, right? You know, you got that how to win friends and influence people, you got some of those institutions, he has his thing. You know, I even looked at, stuff like people like Myron Golden, some of their trainings and how to grow your business. You know, I looked at Grant Cardone's trainings. I studied a lot of the great people, Elon Musk, right? Studying his concepts. Um, Bill Gates, his concept on building the business, right? Jim Collins, he wrote the book Good to Great. I've studied him for many years. And a lot of these people, I got their books and I studied their books. I wish I could get my book, like my little quick library. John Maxwell's on leadership. I keep his book handy. I'm gonna challenge y'all, 2025. Read a book a month or listen to audibles, right? I asked you to read. One reason why I want you to read, because reading requires an attention that you have to now stop. It requires your undivided attention. Like here's this book, James Prickett's book, Can't Fall to the Floor. Now I listened to this one. This one's a good listen because he actually authors it. So you're hearing his voice, you're hearing his passion, right? And this is actually on YouTube. So I would encourage y'all. I'm just telling you, this is like a once a month. Once a month, play something from the book. Now, everybody got their strategy on how to read a book. Do you read the book cover to cover? Do you get what you need out of it, right? I don't know. I'm not the cover to cover guy, because I read things and pick up some stuff, then I want to go and apply it, right? And then I may come back and read it again and pick up something and go and apply it. And so that's me. So I'm reading some of the books. So sometimes I don't read all the way through. Me and Jock, we'll talk about it. But he said, Eric, you get to the end, you're on chapter 8. I'm like, nah, man. I'm on chapter 2. He said, oh, wait till you get to chapter 8. I'm like, I'm applying was on chapter 2, and now I'm working on that, right? So I haven't got to chapter 8. So I try to find some things was good for me. But you got to always constantly be reading. So I'm going to challenge you in 2025, make it a goal to always constantly go out there and find what's a book I should read, right? What's a book on my business, my industry? Like, what's a book on life insurance? What's a book on building a business, becoming a business owner, right? And then go further and keep studying, keep math. What's a book on selling? Some people don't even stop and take a book on selling. Like, should I learn how to sell? Man, you know what? I actually could real quick. I'm just gonna give y'all I forgot I got this camera. So maybe you can see it. These are some of the books that I keep handy, right? Like, this guy has a whole series on sales, loving people, overcoming objections. So I learned how to overcome objections, right? So then, I may have Russell Brunson's book on traffic, how to market online. I got the YouTube formula, how to do YouTube formula. I got John Maxwell, Deion Sanders, some of the things. Are y'all with me? I even got down here one of my competitors' books, right? This guy, y'all see it down the bottom? He called The System Builder. Some of y'all from that company, the beginning with the W, y'all know that book, right? I'm even like, hey, you got to study. Are y'all with me? Now we're going to tax season. This is a book I recommend to people. Lower Your Taxes Big Time by Sandy Bakken. And I don't get paid for none of these books. I could put up an Amazon store and get a little bit of commission. Say, hey, go to my Amazon store and get my recommended reading. But I want y'all just to constantly grow and expand. Are y'all with me? So that's one of the challenges in 2025. Constantly grow and expand. Because see, sometimes I get it. Sometimes we got so much going on in life, but 2025 in Xperia, in this company, I'm looking at the future leaders of America, the future leaders of the world. Y'all don't understand. We're going to go international. We're already in Puerto Rico. We're going to go international. I didn't realize I got a group in Puerto Rico that's through somebody else, right? So every now and then I get a little drip from Puerto Rico, but it's eventually going to become a big drip. Are y'all with me? Then we go to countries like Mexico, Then we go to countries like Nigeria. Oh, wow. Are y'all catching what I'm saying? See, you got to have the vision, 5 years, like, oh, everybody need money today. I got to pay my light bill today. Absolutely. And here's the thing. If we operate, you got to operate now and specifically right now to do the things right now. But if you realize what you're doing now is going to plan for 5 years, because where you're at today was what you planned at 5 years ago. And some things, sometimes natural happens, right? A tsunami came and 250,000 people was taken away from this earth by one tsunami. That was a natural disaster. Nothing you could plan for. Are y'all with me? Sometimes, no matter what you plan for, something can happen. COVID happened and shut a whole lot of things down. So you couldn't plan for that. That rerouted the millions of people's lives. So I'm not talking about barring the natural disaster. The things the seeds that you plant. See, one thing I listened to Napoleon Hill a long time ago, he talked about a secret, and I was listening to this yesterday, and he was like, if you plant like a poisonous tree, like a cyanide tree or whatever it is, right? A poisonous tree, and you plant an apple seed in the ground and you water it, or a tomato plant and you water it, what's that poisonous plant going to do? Going to grow, right? And the tomato plant, you plant on the other side, what's this going to do? It's going to grow. Now, here's the thing. They both needed water. They both needed sunlight. But what separated was what the type of seed that you plant. And so what he was saying is, if you're constantly planting negative seeds in your brain, your subconscious mind operates just like that, right? It's a scripture in the Bible. I'm not a Bible scholar, but it says, if you reap sparingly, if you sow sparingly, you'll reap sparingly, right? And so what it's saying is, what you sow is what you're going to reap. And so if you're sowing stuff that doesn't help for your business, you're going to reap a lot of things that doesn't help for your business. Your subconscious mind is going to react that way. Are y'all with me? So sometimes people say, Eric, I'm not a salesperson. You know what? Because I can tell what I'm hearing is, I haven't read books on sales. I haven't read books on business. I haven't attended seminars. I don't pay for these things. Now, I'll pay for a movie. I'll pay for Netflix. I'll pay for a whole bunch of things, but I'm not paying for stuff that's going to pour and sow into me to become a better salesperson. Are y'all with me? Does anybody have any kids that ever play sports? Any sports parents?
My son used to play basketball, but he graduated.
Okay, your son played basketball. Let me ask you this question, Annie. Did you have to buy basketball shoes for your son, or you just let him wear flip-flops?
Oh my gosh, I buy One from the pro, because it's a size 16.
What?
He's 6'8".
So you can't even play, you couldn't even go to the regular stores.
Nope.
So you had to go to special stores. Did your son ever get any specialized training for basketball, or he just went out there and just showed up at the games?
Oh yeah. He started playing at age 6. So he played all kinds of leagues. We go different places in the United States, Las Vegas, everywhere, you know.
Oh, was those free places? They took y'all free, no place to charge you. It was just the government paid for it.
No, we pay for the airfare, accommodation, everything.
Thank you, Annie. Perfect. See, what I want to say, y'all understand something? That was sewing into her son's basketball future, airfare, coming, because it's normal, it's natural, right? Now, what becomes unnatural is sewing to you, to your business career, attending the conferences. Oh, I got to attend the conference, right? Paying for conventions. Oh, I got to pay for conventions. I people say, man, the conference, I got to get a hotel. How come the conference ain't free? Hold on. She just told you Las Vegas. Y'all hear the passion? Las Vegas, all across, since he was a little kid. Can't even buy the regular shoes. He's 6'8". His feet is jumbo. Are y'all kidding? Are y'all with me? See, is that same passion that exists for you and your business? Well, let me tell you one of the reasons why sometimes it's not. Because society is not designed, we wasn't typically educated to have that passion as an entrepreneur. Remember, when you think about the history of our world, not just the United States, it's the world. It was designed, we started from the agricultural age, and we went from agriculture to the machines to the industrial age, right? And then in the industrial age, that's when people start to say, hey, no, we got these machines, we got to educate people. So we started getting education came as a factor to help people work in the factories. Because the factory owner said, we now got to educate you so you can work in the factories, because these equipment is starting to get more and more and more advanced. It's not like the regular just farming. You just go out there and work in the fields and use your hands. Now we got harvesters. We got different machinery. Are y'all with me? Now we start manufacture things. We're making cars. Oh, you got to be smart to work these car machines. Now they're starting to automate it. Are y'all catching that? So that's where the education system was designed to help you become a better employee. And it's still the same way today. My wife's an educator. I get it. I hear the conversations. And she's on a high level in the school board level, and I hear the conversation that goes on. And it's not these conversations that we're having here. Are y'all with me? It's not the same conversations. She's like, Eric, the other day, she said, you know how much our county spends on books for kids? The average kids, you know how much in books for the whole school year? Does anybody have an idea how much our county spends on books? Now, I don't know if I can share this number. Maybe it might be public knowledge. Put it this way, the average student is less than $5. This book here, I pay like $9. This book here, this book alone, I got it on Amazon the other day, freshly shipped to me. I needed to do addition. I paid like $16. I got Amazon Prime, but the price says $26. So you mean tell me if the school district is paying spending less than $5 on books, what kind of books are they giving them? Are y'all with me? That's today, 2024. So where am I going with this? It's not based the way society has not designed for you to start thinking about training yourself. Are y'all with me? The NBA does a great job, and the sports world does a great job. We do a great job. Hollywood does a great job showcasing, highlighting entertainment. So when you're not pouring into yourself, that's not just you, that's by design. So that's why I want y'all in 2025. Make sure that you make a conscious effort to sow into your life. Find some books, find some things. Are y'all with me? If you're with me, type in yes or say yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And so, like I said, you should have a book on sales. You should have a book on marketing. You should have a book on business ownership or entrepreneurship, okay? You should have a book on branding. I'm just giving y'all some topics. Personal branding. This should be something on how do you brand yourself, right? You should have a book on personal development. How you become maybe some leadership is one. You should have a book on leadership. I got John Maxwell's newest book, The High Road to Leadership. I bought it. He was doing I paid for some seminar he was in. wasn't much. I paid like $50, $60. And he's like, I got my new book. I'm announcing it because he was doing the book circuit and all these different events. And so I got the pre-order. Why? Because I want to keep trying to build my leadership skills, right? We're talking about building a business. See, Robert Kiyosaki has that cash flow quadrant, and we talked about it. You get the S, the E is employee, S is self-employed, B business owner, I is investor. So when you're employee, you just let the job do what you got to do. When you're self-employed, you own the job. But if you think like a business owner, you now, it's not just, when you're self-employed, it's about me. Because I'm on the job. I'm self-employed. Think of that typical landscaper, the barber, even an insurance agent. With our company with Xperts, you can go all the way up to the top of the compensation plan just by yourself. No team required. But when you're a business owner, you got to think me and we. You got to become bilingual. It's me and we. So leadership is a big key. Get books on leadership. But Eric, I don't know if I'm gonna get a team. Well, if you never get books on leadership, I can guarantee you probably won't have a team. And if you get a team, you won't have them too long. She said, Marcella said, schools got away from teaching from books. They're basically teaching students how to take a test here in Texas. How to take a test, how to study, how to pass. Are y'all with me? You want to study for the test so we can, because the government funding, they pass the test to get more government funding. Are y'all with me? It's a business that's not designed to help you run your own business. Now, and I understand the school system, and the college is the same way. So I'm talking to you business owners. That's where I want y'all to get to. That's what Rosemary was out online looking for. Right, Rosemary? She was like, I was online looking because I'm trying to improve myself. And in my discovery for self-improvement, I came across Uncle Jock and what he was saying. And then he introduced me to Dr. Teresa and the village and the connection. Are y'all with me? But if Uncle Jock never poured in to try to become a better leader, she was like, oh, that's just one of a billion videos on YouTube. Never would have paid attention to it. Well, guess what? I told you all also, you got to get a book on branding, right? See, Jock was interviewed by Cody Askins. So she didn't go search Uncle Jock. She found Cody Askins, who's branded himself as an industry leader. I don't know how good he is, nobody, but he took the time to brand himself and put his brand out there. Are y'all with me? He's branded himself. Uncle Jock took time to brand himself, and they connected, formed a partnership. Uncle Jock had the knowledge. Cody Askins had the audience. Are y'all catching that? We train on that. So that's why I said get a book on branding, get a book on marketing, because there was an investment for Uncle Jock to brand and market himself. Are you investing into yourself to brand and market yourself? See, it's one thing to become a secret agent. It's one thing to say I'm out, but it's another thing to now actively market and brand yourself. So get books on that so you can get better. So that's my message for y'all today. Really, is just I want you to go into 2025 with a plan. Go into 2025 to become a better you. Because once you become a better you, you're going to be able to become a better me. And when you become a better me, become a better we. Are y'all with me?
Yes, sir.
You can become a better we when you become a better me. And if you look around and the people around you, somebody said, if you walk in a room and you're the smartest person in your circle, then
you're in the wrong room.
Need a new circle.
Yeah, you need a new circle. Or some people say you might be in a cage. They say you ain't in a circle, you in a cage. You got to be able to have a room where sometimes you might be the smartest, but like, I come on this line, I ain't the smartest tool on this person in here. Are y'all kidding me? Takesha Carr runs circles around me when it comes to doing insurance. Nicole run laps around me with insurance. Are y'all with me? Some of y'all will crush me in a lot of different areas. Are y'all catching that? Uncle Jock crushes me when it comes to marketing branding. This guy's one of the marketing genius, one of the best salesmen I've ever met. But then here's the thing. If your circle, are you elevating your circle? Right? And some of y'all don't realize what you're doing. When you're inviting people to this call, guess what you just did? You elevated your circle. See, I'm gonna close with this, and I hope you don't get mad at me. Tawana Chisley, I just because I see you on camera. Over this last year, I watched you become a better me. And because you became a better me, you now got a better we. And because what you're doing is you're now elevating your circle. You're elevating you. Because you're elevating you, you're now elevating your circle. They was already good, but you're elevating your circle. And then now you're attracting more people on a different level. Are y'all with me? You catching that? So now Danae comes on. I got my team. I got this. I'm inviting, you with me? Now she's inviting people. So now you don't feel like I'm pulling to Erik. I'm trying to get them to the meeting. I'm trying to get, now your team is like, hey, I'm bringing them here. Woo. Ladies and gentlemen, hope y'all get that. Troy Gandy, back to you, sir.
All right, all right. Thank you, Sir Erik Robinson, Master ED Soul Motivator. You just put it down once again, as always. And with that being said, we know it is time for our recap moment, inspired by none other than the silky voice, Miss Annie Willie. So we're going to hop on the track. Everybody's been stretching their brain muscles, taking in nuggets, and now we get a chance to expand on what was most prominent and what stood out to you the most. In 1 minute, folks, in 1 minute. Don't go over that 1 minute, all right? Because I'll start running on you. And I will take the baton and pass it to the next one anyway. So with that being said, let's see. Do we have anyone who has their hand up? Because we know, yes, we do. The time is now, and we got some of the superstars ready to run. We're going to give it right now to none other than that smooth, fast-running, quick-starting Miss Siobhan Bowman. No excuses, woman.
Great morning. Thank you, Troy. Erik, I just wanted to say thank you for always providing a refresher. I started out the year, just as you just mentioned about, the importance of reading books. I fell off somewhere in the bandwagon, but it's just always good to get that refresher back on your plate, making sure that you're always elevating yourself. I like the points that you pointed out, as far as, getting books, as far as branding, networking, sales, and things of that nature. That is a new elevation for me. So I was just really thankful to hear you share all of that information today. Definitely looking forward to elevating myself as well as my team as I continue to go forward. And just looking to improve in the new year as far as self-growth is concerned. So thank you again.
Awesome.
My pleasure. Can I say something, Siobhan, real quick?
Yes.
Siobhan, I've noticed as you start to elevate your brand, and understand something, elevating your brand requires a different level of energy. So it sometimes may feel like you're going a step back when you're pointing, because you was moving in Siobhan's, but now you're moving your brand, and your brand is a whole separate entity, right? So you miss less Siobhan, more my brand. And so sometimes it could feel like you're going back, only because your brand is not at the same place that you, Siobhan, is. So you're bringing your brand up. So just know that, ladies and gentlemen, as you start to elevate your brand, you may feel like I'm going back because I'm elevating a whole nother entity that's separate from me. Siobhan could be Siobhan all day long, but now you say, hey, you know what? I got to bring this brand up because this brand can outlive me and can outgrow me. So just notice that, Siobhan. It's not that you're going back. You're bringing up a whole different entity separate than you, Siobhan.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. And this is the last thing. I know I'm over my time, Troy, but I just wanted to tell Erik, you personally, that I love how you consistently grow within your own steps of life and how you choose to share that with everyone else. So I truly do appreciate that. And it's just words of wisdom every time I hear you speak. So I do truly, truly thank you.
Woo-woo! That's what's good about coming to this particular relay race. Sometimes it turns into that three-legged race, and we can always get somebody to run the race with us. And that Erik putting his leg in there just turns up the speed, boy. I tell you, it does some good things for us. With that being said, we thank you, both of you, for bringing it into the zone for the second leg of this relay, and that's going to be done by none other than Dr. Teresa O'Day.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you for reminding me. I know When I stopped teaching, I was like, books, books, books. I don't want to read anymore. But for me to be who I desire to be, I have to. And especially, in areas of that overcoming self-defeating behaviors, me transitioning from employer. So I have behaviors, that I need to overcome. And this book that I attempted to read is very good. I will be finishing it, is Getting Out of Your Own Way. So,
Mhm.
Overcoming Self-Defeating Behaviors by Philip Goldberg and Mark Goldstein. So, this book right here, I will be finishing it. It's in Audible as well.
All
So,
right.
thank
All
you
right.
for reminding me. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Teresa O'Day, for bringing it into the zone. And now we get a chance to pass it on to the third leg of this relay. And that is none other than Miss Annie Willie, the one that inspired it all.
Mr. Troy, back to you, all the kudos. Yes, Eric, thank you so much for tonight, for today, because yes, I have a shelf full of books, and I've been saying I don't have time. But I like that tip that you gave. You read and then you can go back and visit it and put it to practice. So I will be doing that because I have a lot of books. Other than the Bible, I do have a book here said Making Children's Mind Without Losing Yours. I have a book that says Building People. Dr. Teresa is familiar with that one. I have one called Bold and Win the Cell. Be bold and win the sale. I have the greatest networker in the world. I think Money knows about that one. I have The Power of Positive Thinking in Business by Scott W. Ventrella. I have Leadership Challenge, a whole lot of books. So
5 seconds.
I mean, I think I once asked my doctor's wife, I said, "You're a writer and you have 6 children. How do you do it?" So she gave me a nugget. She said, she wakes up at 6 o'clock, but she will definitely intentionally wake up at 4, read for an hour
All right.
every
All
day.
right. Thank
So
you. Thank you. Thank you.
thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you, Miss Annie Willie, for bringing it into the zone. And we have enough. Everybody wants to run right now. So that is a good thing. And we are happy to pass it on the baton to Marcella Braggs.
Thank you. Thank you. Woo, let me tell you, just like everybody saying, I too have a bookshelf full of books. I used to read all the time. So thank you, Eric, because I was sitting there the other day, it's like, I don't know what made me not want to read, but now I am going to get back to it. I'm about to be off for 2 weeks. So that's going to be part of my regimen is reading so that I can get better at building my business. So I got to invest more in me, just like he said. So thank you.
All right, all right. Thank you for bringing it into the zone and passing that baton on to the poetic wise oracle, none other than Mr. Wanda Chisley.
Um, Thank you, Eric, for what you said. I truly, truly appreciate it. And if it wasn't for being here, I don't think I could have been at this level that you say that I'm at now. So Jot, Dr. Mary, everyone on here has helped me, and I truly appreciate it.
Yay. We appreciate you too.
This is Danae. How y'all doing, family? I just want to
Hey.
say one thing. Tawana, just do it. Okay? Great. That's all I wanted to say.
Abracadabra,
All
sis.
right.
Abracadabra.
Yay. Hey, you can't get nothing but inspiration on this track. I'm trying to tell you. We love you, Tawana. And with that being said, we thank you both for bringing it into that three-legged thing that turned into a three-legged race right there real quick. But So we thank you all now for bringing it into the zone. And we now get a chance to get back to it with the anchor leg. The lady that gets it done does the recap for us all, turns 1 hour into about less than 5 minutes. And she is none other than downtown Rita Brown. Put us in the victory circle.
Thank you, Troy. Thank you. We have the best platform here. Our information is great. Many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success. Don't quit. You can be 3 feet from goal. When talking to licensed people, make sure you are talking about the differences between Xperia and other companies. When they are loyal to their company or upline, you can say, well, prospect, are you loyal to yourself, your family, your bank account? Be loyal to yourself first. You can do the same work with a raise. Make sure you are having the conversations with people. Don't discount the small policies. Make sure people are covered. Having something is better than nothing. Do you have a plan for 2025? Taking your business to the next level? There are lots of people with their school of thoughts on success and business. Make a goal for 2025. Read a book once a month. Reading requires your undivided attention. Constantly grow and expand. We are the future leaders of the world. You have to have the vision. What you do now will affect you in the future. The seeds you plant are important. You can plant a poisonous tree and an apple seed tree. Both will grow and both need water. The difference is the type of seed. If you are constantly planting negative seeds, you will get negative results. What you sow, you reap. We have passion for other things in our lives. Do you have the same passion for your business? The world was not designed for entrepreneurs to learn how to run their own business. We went from an agricultural age to an industrial age. That's when education came in to help people work in factories, to help us become a better employee. In 2025, make sure you make a conscious effort to improve yourself and learn. Learn about sales, marketing, business ownership, personal branding, and leadership. Are you investing in yourself? Go into 2025 with a plan. If you are the smartest in your circle, you need a new circle. Are you elevating your circle? When you invite people to the call, you are elevating your circle. And lastly, be a better you to become a better me, to become a better we. That's it. That's all. Whoop, whoop.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, downtown Rita Brown. You did it once again. You're always dropping the ball for us. And we're going to say, drop the mic. Boom. Yes, she does it like no other. And we thank you. We love you just the same. And we appreciate each and every one of you for attending this call this morning. That is always just adding to the inspiration that we all have to go out and do what we need to do to better ourselves and our communities. With that being said, I'm going to give it back to none other than the executive director himself, the soul motivator, man with the nugget bucket, Mr. Erik Robinson.
Hey, just wanted to add Takesha to that list because was pivotal in getting me here too. So thank you.
Can't you feel the love? Did you feel the love tonight? Woo! Man, I feel it. It's love in this air. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go have an amazing day. Just keep in mind, holiday season, some people it's a sad time, some people it's a joyous time. To just be mindful. And one last thing, I've heard over and over again, the follow-up is the key. But remember, 80% of all sales are made after the 5th call. 80% of all sales are made after the 5th touch. So when you're saying they didn't do it the first time, that's understandable. 80% happens after the 5th touch. Are y'all catching that?
Got to reach back out to
First
him.
touch. So that's your job to reach back out. So that's why I say keep reading. So it's your job to reach back out again and again and again and again and again and again. Why? Because 80% happens after the fifth touch. I don't say on the fifth touch. I say after the fifth touch. So with that being said, we got the training 10 p.m. I'm gonna let y'all know about the office hours. And because I'm supposed to be at this event, Dr. Mary wanted me to be at, so I got to go follow my orders so I can sleep on a bed tonight.
Eric, it's 10 a.m. instead of 10 p.m.
10 a.m. Thank you. 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Got me so scared about
The
being
link is on
the
the chat.
Huh?
The link is on the chat for Frank DeLeos.
Oh, the link is on the chat, y'all. Go to the link. The link is on the chat. Thank you, Dr. Teresa. The link is on the chat. 7 p.m. is experialife.com, our business overview. Let's pack the house. Tell somebody. Let's change some lives. Let's help some people make some 2025. Remember, people are going to want to know in 2025, I want to make more money. I want to get out of debt. I want to learn more about money. I want to become financially free. It's all these things you can use to market. People are going to want to know. They want to be excited. So let's make sure you get here, get your team here. It's going to be live in person. It's going to be over the top. It's going to be exciting. And I'm telling you, people are joining your business. So this will be a business overview. So don't let them be scared. We're going to talk about business. And this will be a business overview, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, experialife.com. I love each and every one of y'all. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your organization, your family, your community, your tribe. I feel blessed. So have an amazing day. Thank you, Troy, Rita, Uncle Jock, everybody who contributed. Appreciate you.
All right, all right. Thank you very much. Peace of the Lord be with you.
And also with you, sir.